All right, so good morning, folks, to my African community. This is your girl, the phenomenal Bookie, sending you love and light from the sunny Bali 2026. We've had an absolutely beautiful time. I'll come back with the feedback, but that's not what this is about. Now, this morning, I have a rare privilege of hanging out with Benny. That's Benjamin Hamburger. He's one of the key leaders in Xfusion. He's one of the guys that are making things happen. He's got a humongous team and he did it within a very short space of time. So guys, we have something to learn from him. If you see someone that is winning, I've often told you guys, you don't beef them, you connect with greatness. And we're connecting with the greatness that rests upon this man's life this morning. So we've just had breakfast and I said, Benny, I need to hear from you. We need to learn one or two things, and it's going to be helpful. So, Benny, tell us, please introduce yourself to my community and tell us a bit about your background so they know. Because when people see you right at the top like that, they don't know your story. So sometimes it's good to know where you're coming from so they can connect with it somehow. So.
Let's go. First of all, I'm sorry, I'm having a little cold, so
Yeah.
I'm sounding a bit weird today, I think, but never mind. My story, it has not always been there. I started from scratch like anybody else. I was, I'm from Germany now. I'm 35 years old, by the way, and I started completely standard German way. Like my parents told me, go to school, get good grades, get a job, and work till you die. Basically that. So I always thought that this could not be the only way in life to make things happen. Like why somebody else can have something different and I have to do this standard way. So I always knew that I gonna do something else in my life. I never knew what exactly it would be. And at the age of 23, it changed and it came to me in the form of network marketing. Back then, in a very traditional product network company, we had a little nutrition shot, and this healthy nutrition shot was in energy drinks, and around that we built a movement, and back then we had I had never done network marketing, but I built 800 people, and I'm usually a nerd. I'm a nerd. I'm the guy who sits in front of the PC and plays stupid games like Counter-Strike and World of Warcraft. And this guy then started leading a network marketing team, and it for some reason worked out. And in that thing, my personal growth came in that super hard business. I was barely earning money. So why I tell you this right now, guys, I had it so hard in my start in network marketing. I don't know in which business you started, but mine was, not gonna lie, so hard. You cannot even imagine that. You just have an idea. We had a compensation plan. You needed 5 or 6 people who had to order 2 bulks of 24 cans of energy drinks per month for 150 euro, and the people in our team, they were between 18 and 25, and tried to convince them to build a business around that, and then we earned 16 euro. Wow. That was the start. For all that work, you had 5 people ordering 140 euro or 150 euro of cans per month, and you earned that. And what I want to say with that, if this one, what we do now, would have been my first business, I don't know what would have happened. I cannot imagine. This was 11 years ago, what I tell you now. I would be so grateful to get an opportunity like Xfusion now, because the product is what?
It works.
The product is money. The product is money. That is what I'm telling you.
And
back
everyone
then,
needs money.
Exactly. There's no person in the world.
Energy drink, but everyone needs money.
Exactly. And you can do so many things out there in that industry, but not everybody wants an energy drink or a solar panel or a fitness course or whatever. But everybody wants money, and that is the thing. What I want to tell anybody: if you get that chance now, and you hear about Xfusion, it is almost your responsibility to tell people about it, because it's so good. And if you don't tell to anybody, you are missing out a big chance for the individual on the opposite side you're talking to.
Absolutely. So it's not just about you, it's also about empowering other people.
Others. And if this one friend of mine would have not made the step back then, 11 years ago, when I went into business the first time in my life, I have no idea where I would stand now. So you have, if you hear this and if you understand this, in my eyes you have a responsibility, because you're a chance giver to people. Like you give the chance, and if the people,
life,
yes,
freedom giver.
if they take it, it's good. If they don't take it, you at least showed it to them.
And you're not doing it for free. You are going to be handsomely rewarded as well.
Yeah, of
There's
course.
something
of course.
big. Your life can practically change
Of course.
on this platform.
Yeah.
So, Benny, thank you for that information. I hope you caught all the messages here. What he's essentially saying is that he started the hard way with the hard products, the hard stuff. If he had something like Xfusion that you now have on your hands, he will be flying around the world in his private jet right now, because to him, that was exactly what he told me yesterday. Xfusion is a soft sell. Nobody should come in here and struggle, because it's a win-win for everyone, completely hands-free. You don't need to learn anything, no auto ship, nobody needs to buy anything. You are selling money education, and everybody needs money. So it's a simple soft sell model. Now, pushing this further, Benny, I wanted to ask you, what made you so confident in this opportunity? I tell you that because I have a group of people back in Africa, especially in Nigeria. We've had a lot of crazy things come and go. So when I talk to people like you, great leaders that are making things happen, I want to ask you, did you ever have the challenge that a regular networker had simply by getting their hands, pushing the wrong business, and it went down right before their eyes? Because it's easy for people to explain people's successes away. They don't know you've been there, done it as well. You've experienced all those challenges. So what made you so confident in Xfusion? Where is Xfusion different? Why are you able to throw your face, your name, your integrity, everything you stand for behind this brand in a time where everybody is skeptical because of all the craziness that have come and gone in the name of online business? People have had their fingers burnt, leaders,
Crazy,
communities are hurt, people have lost money, businesses that have just started as scams and ponzis. What has your experience been? Share that with us, and the level of confidence we have in Xfusion, what backs that?
Okay, first of all, I'm also in your team of building and losing, and over again, not only one time. So my story it wasn't a scratch, but if we build in the up and downs, it's like countless. And I have been at points multiple times where I was very, very far up, and I was at the point where I built up so good that I was earning decent money, and I thought, hey, I can lean back right now and relax. And then when I relaxed after the second week, it exploded. And you all know that, and you can all rely on that. But to your question, there's a major difference. It's like I cannot just talk about myself, what I did, but I think your way is pretty similar. We often build a vision. We often build an ecosystem what is about to be developed. We often build, if we talk about crypto, we often build a coin where will maybe in the future be the next Bitcoin, whatever. If we talk about the crypto. If we talk about the Forex thing, by the way, I have never touched Forex in my entire life before.
It's good you said that.
I have never touched it, guys. I've never touched Forex. I always skipped it because I thought it's boring, but it's not. But talking about the Forex, I heard other people, and I was also talking to other people. The problem with the Forex market is that there is also a lot of set in stone systems what pays you a daily return. Like I hear businesses 0.5% per day, 1% per day, 2% per day, 3% per day. If you have the highest package, it's at 5% per day.
Exactly.
So everything with a fixed percentage per day, in my eyes, I just say it, judge me for that, I don't know, but is in my eyes a scam.
Absolutely.
You cannot give a fixed percentage return rate on a daily basis.
Absolutely.
That was also the problem of the crypto businesses. So here we have a major difference. First of all, the money is not coming from a magic pot, what somebody created. The money is coming from the biggest financial market in the entire world. We say like the Forex is like the sea, and if you take a few buckets or a few swimming pools of water out of the sea, nobody will care. And that is the first big change what I want people understand. That we are not a system, or people ask me how long this company, this system exists. And you have to literally brainwash them a bit in a positive way, because everybody thinks in that scam box.
Yes, the scam box. So am I early on? Is it in its early
exactly.
days? I want to get in and get out quickly. The mindset, the
that is the
mindset.
mindset of the people. Like they ask, how long is it going? Oh yeah, maybe it's 6 months now.
Yes.
No, too late.
Yeah, too late.
Too late. Usually after that it will explode. So first of all, I want people to understand we're not a system, we're not the ecosystem, we're not the next coin. We are a boring, highly exciting forex opportunity where the money is coming from the market. Now to the other side, talking about forex a bit. I heard companies coming and go pretty fast. What were promising insanely high return rates. So we all know the companies. We said it again: 1%, 5%, even I don't know. I've seen opportunities 7% per day. I saw them, and then people go in there for whatever reason, and then it explodes in 2 months. And most likely we will perform very good in the first 2 months, and everybody's building it. It works, it works, it works, it works.
Yeah.
And after 2 months, it just needs 1 day or 2 days, and what happens? Boom. Everything is gone again. And that is the major difference what I want people to understand. We have a real, fully licensed broker on the one hand, and we have a real, very good trader on the other hand, our main trading strategy, Neo. Where the risk management is so on point that we would need a lot of losing days after another to lose the account. And that is the thing. Like, I want my people, my clients, my partners to finally be in a safe environment where the client can lean back and relax and finally enjoy the profit. And that is it. The connection to the broker, to this trader, with this kind of risk management is the business.
Absolutely.
And that is logic.
Exactly. The business is there. Usually with Ponzi's and scams, the problem is that there's no real service, there's no real product. Recycling money, using Peter to pay Paul, and we know that that is not sustainable long term.
Exactly.
So essentially, anybody can see this. We have a product here. We're truly multiplying money from the biggest, the most liquid, the fastest financial market in the entire world, and that is pretty simple. Everyone can see it. Absolute transparency.
Yes.
So there's just a solution. So it's no brainer. It makes sense to everybody. This is a win-win for everyone. So what do you have to say about the leadership of Xfusion itself? So you're confident because we have a real product here. So there's nothing to defend. Everything is transparent. You know where the money is coming from. So that's one. But what do you have to say with the leadership of Xfusion? Who are they, and why did you choose to throw everything behind the vision of these guys?
First of all, I want to say a bit about the compensation, because also here is a major difference. When people hear the business, they say sometimes, oh yeah, that is like that, I know that from the past, and yeah, you might know. But in Germany we have a saying, the devil is in the detail.
The devil
is in the detail. And yeah, you might know for a copy trading business. Okay, you might know it, but not in that way. First of all, I want to repeat it: no package, no auto ship, no commitment.
Subscription.
Yeah, no license, no return of invest model. Start today, stop tomorrow. First of all, that is the biggest difference. Out there, last week I got introduced 3 other businesses. They have package, they have license. They
3
have
other businesses.
yeah. It's insane that people still hop on that train what they already have been on 10 times.
Exactly.
But
just because of the massive return, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
they feed into people's greed.
Yeah, exactly. So then the next is what I wanted to say. Compensation. No package. Blah, 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 blah. Biggest difference. If you are in I would say other company now, and you bought that package, what happens? Let's say you paid $10,000 for a package. What most of the companies do, they take immediately 40% from you, and they do what? They give it to the network.
Yes.
So you are in the situation that you paid in 10,000 what you were supposed to put in trading.
Absolutely.
But you're not putting 10,000 in the trading. You're putting 6,000 in the trading because 4,000 already went to some random people you don't even know. Maybe you know one person, but the others you don't know.
Yeah.
So your risk is higher again because you only have 6,000 to trade now, not 10. That is also a big difference. And talking around that, like making the connection, is first of all the logic behind it. We had it already. Real business, money coming from the market, no package, yada yada. Second is connected this to the people, like the CEO of Tag Markets, Nick. You know him, a super successful individual with clean, good energy in my eyes. I've talked so many times with him, and for this guy, money is not a thing in my eyes.
Absolutely.
Because you have it, and he didn't have it when he was 40, he's 28. He had all the money in the entire world, what you can imagine, with 23.
Then it was 23. Yeah.
So he says there's no difference if you have 50 or $100 million on your bank account. There's no difference. Then you get different interests, and he says, I like to be damn successful, and I believe that to him, because success, you will leave a thing in the world. And he also took the vision of network marketing, what by the way is also my vision for network marketing. One of the main reasons I do that business is to make life from other people better. There's nothing more beautiful in the world for me to see when a person has a better life because of me. That gives you back an energy what is unpayable. You cannot pay.
Yeah, it's
You
priceless.
cannot, it's
completely.
priceless, it's priceless. And he has this vision in his tech market vision right now. It's not a vision anymore, it's $1 billion business. But he's combining it because he's also coming from network marketing with that vision to empower the lives of other people. To the broker side, to the other side. Stanis and Jelko have always been two people you can fully rely on. They're my long-term friends. They're absolutely transparent, honest, direct, warm-hearted, and the mix between Nick as the broker side and them as the Xfusion community side is perfect.
Perfect.
In my eyes.
I met them in Dubai for the first time when we connected, and I just loved them.
That's-
Good energy, good vibes. They're just good people. They're just pure. I share the same sentiments. I've never felt more at home. That's the truth. And I've built
Zero
a
headache.
number of organizations
Yes.
successfully at that
Yes,
level.
yes.
But I've never felt more
Yep.
at home. Look at you. I met you in Xfusion. We're connected. I love it. It feels like family. So that is it. I'm going to take you back to the compensation plan, and this is where I want to take you from. Some leaders came into Xfusion from the background of the products, from the package, the ROI, those kind of businesses where people get fast start commission, instant bonus, percentages, and the money is big from the start, right? So I hear leaders reaching out to me and saying, oh, phenomenal booking, what's happening? I signed up 2 people yesterday, I didn't get anything. You know that the rebate structure is completely different. It is different, it starts slowly, but then it builds up. So what are you going to say to that leader that is almost giving up on a chance to build and empower in Xfusion just because the money is not fat at the beginning? He's looking to sell a package. For every package you sell in those ROI companies, they give you a fat percentage. And he's saying, I'm not getting my 10%, my 20%, and I'm trying to explain. It doesn't work like that. When it comes to rebates, profit share, all the structure in a Forex space, it is different. It starts slowly, but when it builds up, it's a boom. You've gotten to that level now. So what do you have to say to that person?
I have exactly the same. Like, people are the same, and we cannot be too mad about them. We have to
Right.
understand them. I am on the one hand a bit because I want them to understand finally, and on the other hand, I cannot be mad about them.
Yes.
Why? They're
Yes.
coming from this system. They're
Yes.
used to that.
Yes.
They have that energy, that programming. I have to be fast. I have to go in quickly, to go out quickly, and then I have to
Yes.
take my team and go to the next, and it will explode. First of all, please, to everybody who hears this, drop this old bullshit mindset. That is it. If you would build a product network company right now, what is, by the way, still not a bad thing. I see so many people succeeding slowly, and that's the thing. In a product network marketing company,
But surely-
they have a major difference. While you are rushing from company to company to company to company to company, while you build 5-6 companies per year, they're
And
building
all
one.
crashing.
In the first year, you who's building 5 companies might have earned some money, but you also have lost it again because you
Exactly.
have to took new money again, what you earned from the commission from the old one, to put it into the next business.
Exactly.
Then this explodes, you have to take it in the next, and the next, and the next. While a product networker is just going slowly. and
Slowly but steadily.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Real talk is, this feels like a product network, but it pays almost like a scam as good.
Did you
Don't get me
that?
wrong about that.
I love that.
But you have to stop looking at your commissions. I would say now, for the first 2 months, just don't look. Just build. Set your goal, 2 months. Make yourself the goal to inform as many people about that opportunity. Let them try, let them taste the good feeling of the daily real income from the market. And then they will upgrade anyway, you know that. But please don't check the first 2 months, because you have time stamps here in that business what you should set yourself a goal to reach. At the start, you will make some money. But as you set your goals, let's talk about 100K sales, you get your first infinity bonus. You will start feeling the difference. Set your next goal. This should be your biggest goal. Go to the pool. $300,000 in sales.
Absolutely.
After you are in that pool, you are a 6-figure earner already annually. And now, show me a company where you have to produce one time 300,000 and you're in a pool where you earn a 5-figure income already per month.
Per month.
The level 1 pool, like the one pool from the 300K, already pays around about 6 to 7, maybe this month even more, $8,000.
$8,000 a month.
Only the pool.
Once you get into the pool.
Only the pool.
$300,000 sales volume gets you into the pool. So that should be your goal, guys.
Exactly.
When you get there, the numbers become crazy.
Then you are so good, yeah.
Yes, I'm used to the rebate structure. I've been a trader for a decade. So I can delay gratification. In fact, I don't look at my numbers. I'm telling you, I'm not living off my rebates right now, because I know what my goals are. So I'm just doing the work. I'm just right in the trenches doing the work, because I know that it builds up slowly, but it gets to a point, boom, it explodes.
Exactly.
And another thing for me, Ben, and I want you to confirm that because you are there now, is that once you get to that level, there's zero attrition here. People keep calling you, they want to top up, that's what you're getting. Most people don't go away, whereas in those kind of ROI businesses, you know, or the subscription-based models, if people don't subscribe or they don't do their auto ship, your income is tied to what someone else does. But here, everyone comes in, they're locked in, and they're locked in permanently. They go out there out of excitement and tell their communities. They bring in their friends and family. And your organization automatically grows. Has that been your experience? Zero attrition. So it can only get better. Once you build to a certain level, your community begins to expand. There's no such thing as attrition. You are not struggling every month to build the numbers.
Exactly.
So get yourself into the pool. $6,000, $8,000 every month, and it increases as the revenue of the community
The
increases.
more the community will,
I'm telling you, that's
other
about
people build, and you
8,000.
will earn more while the other community is working too.
Per leader, once you're in the pool, and that is outside of your profit share and your normal rebates.
Yeah, and on the way you have great things to
8,000
take.
lump sum every single month once you get yourself into the pool. So that should be your goal. Delay gratification. You need to cut that bullshit mindset, just like Penny put it.
Yeah, and
It's
on the
not
way
that-
you have great things to get.
And great
Like
things.
on the way to the 300K, you have like other targets. Like think about the incentives what we have.
Absolutely. There are other incentives anyway that is dropping. I've been on 2 trips now.
Yeah.
And I'm on my way to Maldives next month.
Exactly.
And then it's going to be
Turkey.
Yeah. You know, so the incentives are also there. There is a house to be qualified for.
Yes.
$1.2 million. So it is super it's a super generous compensation plan. You build it once and for all with absolute peace of mind, knowing that this is going to be a legacy. Not that you're building really high up there and then it comes crashing. And listen, Benny has also been there. He's possibly the leader with the biggest community in Xfusion right now. I can tell you that for free. And he's telling you, you're hearing directly from the horse's mouth. Now, moving forward, I wanted to also ask you to talk to our leaders about if you were to start Xfusion today, just like Choco asked me on stage yesterday. If I'm sharing with you and I'm shaking your hands, by the way, I like your wristwatch. Is this
It's
what you
from
got
incentive.
from? See, incentive. Look at that. Look at that, guys. You need to see that. Incentive, hard work pays. That's a $25,000 Rolex wristwatch. You won two already. He's won two. He won the 15K Rolex wristwatch, and now he's wearing the 25K. So, guys, it is possible. So, what are you going to say to the leader? Okay, yes, the question was, if I was just sharing with you and I'm saying, hello, Mr. Benny, my name is Buki and I share the plan with you, Xfusion, what are you going to do? What are the first 3 things you're going to do today?
As a leader.
As a leader.
First of all, I will remove, and I will say it again, your old bullshit mindset. First of all, remove that thinking, because what you think from the energy you're giving to the people, and they will feel it. But once you start feeling different, you start talking different, and your energy towards the other people, they see you different, and they think like, hey, what is this? This is not like the thing what I know. This feels different already for the leader. That is the first thing. Stop the past. And I had a few days ago, I had a call with my African structure, and they were super hyped, and then suddenly one guy was started crying in the call, like talking. Mr. Benny, we need some support. We have been blah 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 in the past so many times, and we cannot build like that. The people have no trust anymore, and blah, blah. And I say, yeah, that is true, but first of all, we are not responsible for your past. Everybody had it. And we're not living in the past. You're living in the future. You're living in the future. You're living with your mindset in your future. With your body, you're in the present. First of all, that. So nobody is responsible for ever what happened in the past, and we're not living in the past. We're in a new business, and things changed. First of all, change this. Second is just board the people into the business. I compare it with a product network marketing. I give you a little shot and suddenly you lose 20 kilo of weight. How high is the chance that you will recommend this shot to other people? Very high. So, but not everybody is fat. But everybody wants the money, and now we're back to the topic. Board them onto the business. Let them try the product, even if it's just $100, $500, $1,000, but let them try and let them calculate in percent. If they put $1,000 and they made 200 this month, that is insane. But let them think that what would have happened if they put 10,000. It would have been 2,000 or 2,500, even more. And then let just the product make the work. And that is it. Literally, let them try. And I tell to my people, even who have never been in network, you have one goal, is share the result. And even if you're a small influencer, and I know Africa is good for that, I tell my people, do the following. You just inform your community. You take your phone, you said, hey, dear community, today I will start an experiment. You can do exactly like this. I started an experiment. I started a copy trading with a great risk management. And from now onwards, I will share my results fully transparent with you every day.
Every day, yeah.
And fully transparent. And then first day, hey, good morning to your community. Today I made my first profit. Boom, screenshot. Next day, hey, good morning community. Today I made my second profit. Boom. Third day, hey, good morning. Today I made a minus. Happens. End of the week, wrap up. Tuck, 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 tuck. End of the month, wrap up. Numbers. And believe me, people will watch. If they watch you every day, they will watch you for 2 weeks. Maximum a month. And then they will call you.
They'll DM you. They'll send you a DM.
Because they're starting to think like, oh my God, I'm watching this. Like if I would have put 10,000 myself, I would have already made 1,000 or 2,000. But now I'm just still watching. I might try it, and that is what you want. You want them to try. And when they try it, they can't stop.
Amazing. That's a nugget that I'm going to actually take away. I'm going to kick off that on my own personal account. put my updates, my progress every day, and that is a massive one for you. Community leaders, use your DP, your status on your WhatsApp, your community, your social media platform. Maximize those spaces, guys. People are watching. That's what you don't know. They may not say anything, but believe me, they are watching. And those people that you have spoken to that are still skeptical because of their bad experiences from ROI businesses, keep them close to the fire. You know what I mean? Keep sending them the results. Do you mind if I keep sending you my progress? That's it. Once you get a yes, keep sending them your progress. So, to a networker, I want you to share with us about 4 to 5 key things for people that can help people build big. People want the level of success that you have now. You know, you've done it in a very short. When did you start in Xfusion, by the way?
27th of October. Yeah.
What year?
Last year.
2025, 27th of October 2025. Because when I met you in Dubai and I saw your numbers, I went crazy. I said, "God, this is someone I want to know." So when I took your story back to Africa, one of my leaders was asking me, when did he start in Xfusion? Did you start Xfusion 5 years ago? And I'm like, Xfusion didn't even exist 5 years ago. We are all starting at the same time, more or less. Xfusion as a community is pretty new. So I came in January, October. Exactly. How many months in?
Yeah,
5 months in as a community. I mean, Tag Market has been running for nearly 3 years,
Yes.
but Xfusion itself as a solution, as a community, is only 6 months in. So Benny started his journey 27th of October, guys, 2025. And you don't want to know his numbers. You know, do you mind if I put it out there? No. He's a very humble man. He wants to keep it that way, right? That's why we love him in this community. So, but he has humongous numbers. Honestly, when you come to leadership, you have access to all this information. He's built millions and millions of dollars in volume. I'm not talking about a couple of millions. And he's done that in 4 months, 5 months, since October, guys. It's possible. Another thing you told me, just before you share the nuggets, how people can build big, what they can do. So that is it. 20,000 people. 20,219 people has joined this community, and the total sales volume in money is crazy, completely out of this world. So now I was going to ask you a question. Oh my God, that left me for a minute.
The network tips, the leadership.
Yeah, the leadership
tips.
skills. What should a leader do? There was something you shared with me when I was speaking to you casually yesterday. You said you lived in Germany, but when this opportunity came, you had to move to Dubai. Now you live in Dubai, and you're building a global organization. And I said, why? You said the level of focus that you need, you couldn't get it in your familiar space.
Absolutely.
Where you grew up, where everybody knew you, looked at you as a certain way, they put you in a box. It can be limiting. Are you listening to that, guys? Some of you may need to relocate for a big vision. You need to stretch out of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is your broke zone.
Absolutely.
Benny did that. Please talk about that. It's
That
better
is
from the horse's mouth.
Absolutely true from my side. Not everybody is different, but a lot of people have similar habits, and that is also, I think, attached to your familiar energy when you're at home. When I'm at home, and it's still the same. When I'm at home, I have my old habits, old friends, older apartment, what I know. My parents are around there. This thing is made for staying home, having the home habits. But I cannot bring up that energy when I'm at home. I cannot. So when I heard about Xfusion, I made my way immediately to Dubai. Immediately. To be in that other energy from people who see it, who smell it, who want it, who come to the office every day, who make the calls, who share their results. Like, it's almost like a positive little competition if you are around other people. So maybe leave your comfort zone and go to another place. Go where other people are who have the same goal than you, the same energy in you, and I promise you this energy will multiply by a lot. By a lot. Like, for me, it is a complete game changer. And then as we are talking about leadership, I think there's nothing more important to get on the incentives here, what we have now, because they are game changing. That is exactly what I'm talking about. The different energy, the different people, the different goals, the different stories. We're talking about a story. You will see the people here are completely normal and everybody has a story. But the main difference between the people here and at home or doing nothing is they just did a few things different over a longer period of time with the right people.
Absolutely.
And that is it. And the incentives are not incredibly hard to get done. And let's get back to the example what I shared before. Like, even you're not a networker. You can tell 10 people who you onboarded to post their results. But if you have 10 people posting every day, you have 10 posts per day. That is 300 posts per month by just telling 10 people to post. And now everything network in general is just statistic. It's a numbers game. The person who only informs the most people wins. That is a simple rule.
Absolutely.
And as it is so easy, everybody should start going in that duplication mode.
Duplication is the word. You need to create leaders like yourself. Duplication gets you there faster. So now, what are the things my leaders need to do? They want to learn from you. They want to build massive like you have. So what are the habits, the skills? What are the things you do on a daily basis? What should a leader do?
First of all, I'm still building new teams. So, like,
Still breaking new
I'm
grounds?
still building new grounds and new teams, even if we already have 20,000 people now in this organization. But you still want to be the leader for your people, because if your people are on this point where you have 20,000 already, then they will, and you lead back now, they will do, when they are there, they will do the same.
Exactly.
So lead by example, go next. I'm still building new teams. We started a good organization in Africa now. I started a new Indian team. I started a new German team. And I'm just very closely working with these people. And I am making sure that everybody knows, and we had it on the stage yesterday, knows what? The basics. Now we're back to topic. How do you onboard somebody? How can somebody share their results? How is the back office working a bit? How to pay out a commission? Let them, even if it's just a bit of a money, let them pay out a commission to get the feeling that it's a real thing, what arrives on your phone, what you can then use. And basically it's, do the basics. And duplicate the basics. It's so simple.
Understand the model. Be able to answer simple questions.
Yes.
Train your people, understand the back office. Be a product of the product. You can't sell what you don't have. Be a hands-on leader. Teach them to post their results, their updates every day. Show the numbers, show the results. It's a simple business model and it practically will sell itself. Everyone can get there.
And even a client will become a partner,
A partner,
sooner or later.
exactly, when they see the result. So guys, it's a win-win. We've got a beautiful one on our hands. People are winning and lives are practically changing. We are excited. And another thing that Benny said is that you need to get yourself into the incentives. The vacation are total game changer. You come back from those vacations, you're not going to be the same person, because you have the opportunity of rubbing minds with the brightest of minds. And they say iron sharpens iron. You learn from other people, you take it back. You relax, you have fun, you have exposure to the lifestyle of the rich. You understand that and you begin to vibrate at that level. So any other thing, last words, Penny, advice for leadership, for people who want to be where you are. What else can you say?
What else can I say? Again, because I just find it so important, I will say again. First, forget the past.
Mindset renewal.
Again,
change your mindset.
Exactly.
Forget about the ROI businesses. Forget about the businesses that have hurt you and let you down in the past. You need to trust, you need to go again. The red flags are usually there. And you have seen how you can separate the wheat from the chaff. This is a real business, real products. We're multiplying money, you know that. So forget the past, the mindset renewal, right?
Mindset renewal is the first. And the second one is just, again, so simple it sounds. Learn how to easily explain the business in the easiest way. I just tell the people, imagine there is a person when you go in casino, because people like a bit of gambling, okay? You go in casino and every time somebody is telling you when you play roulette it's black or red. Would you play if the win rate is like 90% from our trader? Yeah, why?
I will, 100%. Yeah, I
If
will.
the win rate of it's almost like a cheat. If it's like 90%, then you will always
It's
hit
almost
red or
like
black.
a cheat. It's even too good, almost too good to be true. The crazy
Would you
results.
play? And yes, you would play, and that is it. If people don't understand it, and yes, we have a trader who is telling you 90% of the time if it's black or red.
Absolutely.
And you have to do nothing. You don't even have to sit on the table to play the roulette. You connect to it, you lean back, and
And
you
you
wait.
can go to sleep and watch.
Yeah, and
do
you can go
nothing.
to sleep and watch, because this guy is doing the
He's
work,
doing
and you
the
wake
hard
up in the
work, yes.
morning or you check in the evening and your profit is there, and you can withdraw it and you can compound it. So that is the next thing. What I just said, share it again, and then third, duplicate. Change your mindset, or generally give the people a mindset, then explain and share the business, and then duplicate. That's it. No big secret around. And the more and the harder you're gonna do that, the faster your organization will grow. Period.
Absolutely. The principle of hard work, right? Nothing moves until you move. Behind every move, there's a mover. You're looking at Benny's numbers, his achievements, his total sales volume, and some people find it too hard to believe that he's only been in Xfusion since October. But hard work, this is the result of hard work. You get up and you grind on a daily basis. So this is it, guys. We're going to bring Benny back at some point. I've told him I'm connected to him for life, whether he likes it or not. I'm just going to be in his corner. You know, I just love this person. You know, I was drawn to him from the very first day that I met him. Very great energy around him. He's an absolute superstar and he's doing massively well. So we're going to bring him back on a Zoom just to do a kind of training for leaders at some point. But he's thrown enough in this video for any leader that is deliberate and intentional about changing the games. He's put in enough nuggets for you to start running with. So guys, you can do it. I believe in you, and I'll see you at the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. That's where everyone is. You need to be at the top. It's very rare, it's hard work, it's delayed gratification, it's mindset renewal. You need to forget the things of the past. You need to drive yourself. You need to be self-motivated. If your leader needs to motivate you, you're not a leader, you're a follower. A leader is someone that is self-motivating. You wake up every day, you pay your price, you pay your dues, you keep grinding, and the numbers will come. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Benny, you've been an absolute superstar. We love you. On behalf of the entire African team, Nigeria especially, we want to say thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you too, also for your great work, your great spirit, your great leadership. Now, because I've praised so much, some words back to her. Absolute incredible female leadership energy. What this lady is doing, she knows where she's coming from, she knows where she will go, and she will lead you in the right direction, especially with Nigeria, the rest of Africa, and I think some other countries are about to follow. And I'm very curious to rewatch this a year from now, and I want to see what happens and where we both are, because you will have at least the same numbers like this.
Amen. We'll make you super proud. We'll make you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good. Oh, wow.